Always a born loser, in all ways. An Untold Story by ERAGON. Book 1. Childhood Days. 0 to 12. Book 1. Chapter 1. Enter the Dragon. I was born in 1964, in a small but historical town called Taiping in the state of Perak, which is in West Malaysia. My father was a personnel of the Malayan Railways, and my mother was a dutiful and loving housewife. Childhood days still linger in my memory vividly, as those were the wonderful days that cannot be forgotten. Since my father was a Malayan Railways personnel, he was stationed in Singapore from 1960 to 1965. I was about to be born in 1964, and since all our relatives lived in Taiping, he sent my mum back to Taiping for maternity delivery. 1964, according to the Chinese zodiac, was the year of the dragon. Most Chinese loved to have their kids born in this year, as the dragon was a mythical creature that symbolized power, strength, and good luck. Maybe due to that, I was a hefty and chubby baby weighing 7 pounds. Or, maybe my mum must have eaten well and thus the size. I had big round brown eyes, a chubby cute face with curly black locks. One look at me, and everyone thought I was a baby girl. No one passed by me, without admiring me or playing with me. My mum used to say that the lady next to her bed in the maternity ward had delivered a baby boy, after many years without children. But it seemed that the lady and her hubby would always stop by my baby cot, and admired my extreme cuteness. My mum was a diabetic, when she delivered me. Since I was a 7-pounder, they had to do a cesarean operation to get me out. The scar from the C-sec didn't heal well, and thus, I went home first, and my mum stayed back to get more treatments. My grandma's house had lots of people staying, like my unmarried uncles and aunts. One look at me, and they fell in love with me. Each of them took turns to take care of me, and brought me daily to visit my mum in the hospital. Ha ha ha. I must have been the first baby in history to go and visit his mum in the hospital. Since I was being taken care of by my aunts, they would be feeding me every time they saw me. Maybe it was my cute looks and chubby face that made them think that I wasn't fed. Thus, I ended being even more chubby by the time my mum came home 1 month later. Life as a baby had no worries. Food came on time and love was all around. Being extremely chubby and oozing with cuteness, I was dressed up like a baby doll. With my black curly locks and big brown eyes, I melted everyone's hearts. Everywhere I was taken, everyone stopped to look at me and pinched my chubby cheeks. After I was born, my dad got a transfer back to Taiping. Thus, we spent our days there until 1969. My dad used to say that I was his lucky charm. This was because, only after my birth, he got a promotion, pay increment, and the family stabilized. Oh. By the way, did I mention that I had an elder sister and brother? The age gap between my sister and I was 11 years. So, in every picture taken with me, I looked like a cute baby doll in her hands. Plus, I think my mum wanted a girl and it turned up to be a boy. Thus, she always dressed me looking like a baby doll. Soon, one by one, my uncles and aunts got married. My grandma's house was filled with lots of people. Since I was the only baby there at that time, all treasured me very much. I got the best of everything from clothing, food, and especially chocolates. In the late 60s, Cadbury and Van Houten were the most famous and delicious chocolates that anyone could ask for. I am sure all of you would have guessed by now, from where I got all these facts. Thank you for listening to this Born Loser's life history. Till we meet in the next chapter, lots of love and take care. If you found this story inspiring, or relating to you in some way, or plain old amusing, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I can be reached at eragon070164@gmail.com.